Record. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to our free necklace call this Wednesday night. Our team loves doing these every week because we have just found that we love Park Lane. And oftentimes nobody knows that this is something they want to do because we all assume different things or we don't know all the information. So we thought we'd just have a fun informational night where we give away a free necklace. And that way you can learn a little bit more about it in case it's something that would benefit you or possibly benefit someone in your life. So my name is Carolyn. I have been a stylist with Park Lane for a little over a year and a half now. I've been in direct sales for like 19 years. I was with another company and they suddenly closed at the end of 2020. I mean, the pandemic really put a hurting on a lot of retail companies, but Park Lane figured out how to do this online stuff on Zoom, our Facebook parties. I was never able to have successful Facebook parties before. And then I joined Park Lane and they taught us this perfect little formula. And I was like, oh my gosh, this just works. And so I do probably 80% of my business from right here in this little office. I used to do it in my living room, and my family and I finally got tired of me having my jewelry all over the living room. So I cleared off this old bookshelf and made myself a little space. But if you don't have a space like this, don't worry. You can seriously stand in the corner of your dining room or living room. One of the girls on our team, Jeremy, she does this like in a little corner of her bedroom. And she keeps her jewelry in little plastic tubs and she just pulls it out when she does a show and then she puts it away. So you don't even have to have a space like this. But I'm going to share tonight like what we call the 3 Ps. And that way it'll help keep me on track. I want to share a little bit about the people, a little bit about the product, and a little bit about the programs, because everything Park Lane offers is just outstanding. And when my former company closed, I was not going to do direct sales again. I thought, oh, nope, I'll just go sell houses. I was currently working as a full-time accountant for an electrical company. And but I didn't want to be there for forever. So I thought I'll go into real estate. That way, it's always nice to have your life a little diversified so you're not stuck in one location if something happens or maybe that company goes under. So I was going to go into real estate, but then a good friend of mine urged me to look into Park Lane. And I did. I was just going to dabble in it. And then I did a few shows. They went really well. Some girls joined my team. They did really well. And a few months later, I quit that full-time job and now I just sell Park Lane. So I know not everybody wants to quit their job, but I do know we all either need extra income or know someone who could use extra income, or really, I think we could all use a little extra fun in our lives. And Park Lane is so much fun. So the people of Park Lane, Arthur and Shirley Levine, they started it back in 1955. We just had our 67th birthday. And it's now run by 3 of their children, and their children are working in the home office. So it's a completely family owned and operated business. They totally spoil us. I just got back from my second all expense paid luxury travel trip with them. We just got back from Aruba, my husband and I. They paid for airfare and everything. I'm talking lobster tails, steak, prime rib, endless drinks, free jewelry, airfare included. It was just amazing. So they treat their people so well. And from the very beginning, they vowed to only keep 2% of the profit for themselves as the Levine family, and the rest they pour back into the program. So when I get to the part where I talk about all the sales and the specials that they run, and you think, how can they do that? I just want you to remember that that's because they only keep 2% for themselves, because they have learned when they pour into their people, it builds their business. So they're just amazing people. The product, hello, it's jewelry. It's beautiful. Caitlin's wearing some. She just had a party, got a bunch of free stuff, and then her friend had a party and she got a bunch of deals with that. It's so much fun. And the nice thing about jewelry is it is not a product that has like brand loyalty. So when you're considering selling anything, and I have nothing against any of these other products. I have friends that sell everything on the planet. But with makeup, you deal with a lot of brand loyalty. You have to convince women to stop wearing this brand, switch to your brand. Same with supplements, same with health, shakes. Uh, Jewelry is nice because you get to wear it. You're a walking advertisement. So I was talking to a girl today and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I love your jewelry." I told her I sell Park Lane. She said, "When's your next event?" I told her it's Monday night. I think she and her mom are coming. So, I mean, it's that easy. I meet new people that join my VIP group all the time just because they love my jewelry. While I was in Aruba, I met girls from back here in the States. One, her name was Carice. Think she lives in California. I don't know. She gave me her phone number. I invited her to my VIP group, and boom, I have a new customer. So you're just a walking advertisement all the time. And with Park Lane, our jewelry is very high quality. It's all nickel free, lead free, cadmium free, hypoallergenic. So if you have sensitive skin or if your customers have sensitive skin, 99% of women can wear our jewelry. I think I've maybe had two people have issues, and I sell over $100,000 worth of jewelry a year. So it's very high quality jewelry. It's electroplated with 14 karat gold or rhodium, and rhodium is what they electroplate like your white gold wedding ring with. So it holds up better than when they electroplate stuff with silver. It doesn't tarnish like silver. It doesn't oxidize, get that discoloration. It holds its luster better. And we have an amazing guarantee. So if the jewelry ever breaks, for any reason, in the first 4 months, they replace it completely for free. After that, it's just a small handling charge. So I love that because, I mean, let's face it, jewelry breaks. People have toddlers. People wear long necklaces and, you catch it on something, you stand up, boom, it explodes. If that happens in the first 4 months, it's free. And after that, it's just $10. So they don't care if it's your fault or if it's a manufacturing defect. Like, so Caitlin, she's on here. She just received a piece in the mail. Now, this rarely happens, but one of her pieces showed up, and when she took it out of the box, it broke. And if it ever shows up broken, we get to just email Park Lane. They mail out a new one with a postage paid envelope to mail the broken one back. So I don't even have to do like a return order for that. I just sent an email, and their customer service is just really good. And we have what we like to call full service jewelry line. Like we have dainty delicates like this electric necklace. This is one of my top sellers. We have more bold pieces like this Zoe necklace. I like to stack my stuff. We have super hot trendy items like the groovy earrings. We have tons of designer inspired pieces. This is a designer inspired piece. I can't remember the designer's name, but I remember the original is like $2,500 or something. Ours retails for $156, and our customers can usually get it for $30 because of the sale we have. So when I get to the sale part, you'll just be amazed. But I love that we just have stuff for every price point. We have stuff for every age. We have stuff for every style. So it really fits everyone, which brings me to our programs. And Park Lane is so good about really taking good care of all three types of people. If you think about it, there's kind of three types of people in this business. You have customers, you have hostesses, and you have stylists. And the cool thing is when you become a stylist, you can actually take advantage of the trifecta and be all three. You can be a customer, take advantage of all the customer perks, shop on a party in your name where you're the hostess, and be the stylist who's making the commission off of all of that. So let's talk about what they do for our customers. Now, I'm looking at both of you, and I think you both have shopped our customer sale before. And I know we have a lot of girls that are going to watch the replay, but we always have a buy two, get four at half price sale. And when they buy two, it's the least expensive items that they'll pay full price for. And then their more expensive items are half price. Now, who does that? Nobody does that. That would be like going into Dillard's or Macy's and buying 2 pairs of socks and then them telling you could buy 4 designer handbags for half price. That'd be nuts. We'd all go broke. So thank goodness Park Lane is the only company that does this. But it's so nice for our customers because they always feel like they're getting a wonderful deal. And you're usually making more income because those half price items are fully commissionable items to you. So let's say it's $100 item, they're getting it for 50. You're going to make your commission off the 50. You obviously can't make your commission off the 100 because they're not paying the 100. But those half price items, like to me, I consider a half price item just like that's the price that it should be, the half price amount. Anything over $40 I tell people, I'm like, if it's over $40, you should be getting that for half price because we have so many items in the $20, $30 price range. If they just pick out 2 of those, then everything 40 and up, we can get them for half price or better. Because on top of the half price sale, Parkland usually has an extra bonus. So like this week, when our customers spend 90, they can get a $200 item for 30. Like I'm wearing this impression bracelet. I'm wearing the clear one right here. This retails for $182. And I always like to tell ladies, I would never let you pay $182 for this bracelet. I typically don't even have women buy them at half price because my ladies know once you shop our sale, you can usually get one of these for $30. And then this week, on top of that, once they redeem their $30 item, they can pick out a $100 item for free. So like my Atlantic bracelet, this is genuine white turquoise. They could get this for free. That is an amazing sale. And because Park Lane has such good customer sales, it just naturally brings us hostesses because I know 2 things about women. I actually know a lot more, but I'm only going to share 2 of them right now. One, we all love a good sale, right? Yes, everybody's shaking their head. 2, we love to tell our friends about a good sale. I mean, seriously, how many times does somebody compliment your shirt and you're like, oh, I got it on clearance at the such and such for only $5. Like we cannot wait to tell people what a good deal we got. And so because of that, women love to host parties with us just to share the sale with their friends. And because Park Lane totally spoils our hostesses too. When someone hosts a party with us, they give them $20 in shopping credit for each individual order they get on their party. So whether their friend can spend $300 because she's loaded or $20 because she's broke, Park Lane is still going to give her $20 in shopping credit. The genius thing about this is they incentivize our hostesses to go for 10 orders because at 10 orders, they will double that shopping credit to $40 per order. So when she gets 10 orders of any size, then she's going to get at least $400 in free jewelry. And there's no cap on that. Caitlin just got $400 in free jewelry at her party because she hit 10 orders. And it's nice because you don't have to like judge your friends or your friends who are hosting parties for you. They don't have to judge their friends based off of how much they think they're going to spend. They can just invite everybody and let everyone have a good time. There's no pressure to spend a lot of money. And what I have found is some women spend a lot, some women spend a little, and it all comes out in the wash. And because most of my hostesses are striving for 10 orders, I have more parties that are over $1,000 than I ever had before in my former company. And it's just amazing because a lot of the ladies want to use their half price items. I mean, I would have a really hard time walking away from a half price item laying there on the table. They're like, you have one more half price item. I'm like, oh, I better get that. And they also want to spend at least 90 because they want to get those bonuses. So it just makes your shows go bloop, bloop, bloop. And I love that. So they totally spoil our customers. They totally spoil our hostesses. Oh, one more thing they do for our customers is they have these things called style drops. I don't think I'm wearing one right now, and I don't have one handy to grab, but we have like specialty pieces that will be limited edition, super on trend items worth like $200. And they will drop on our website for a limited time. And they'll be like, okay, when you spend $40, you can get this item for $20. And that keeps it fresh and exciting. Usually maybe at least every 2 weeks, we have a style drop. And then we can show that on social media, whether you use Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, have a VIP group, a business page, whatever you want to do with this. And I have a lot of customers that really watch for those things. And I always have a party open in my name in my back office. And we train all the girls on our team to do this so that they're constantly collecting orders towards a perfect 10 show. That way, when they close that show, not only are you going to make your profit from all those orders, you're also going to get $400 in free jewelry. And this is totally legit and allowed. And that was one of the things that just made me so excited about Park Lane, because in my former company, you were only allowed to host your own party like once a year. In Park Lane, you could host 5 parties a month where you're the hostess if you want to and get all the free jewelry. And on top of the free jewelry for our hostesses, she can get up to 4 items at half price, which are fully commissionable for you. If you're the stylist, she can also get a $200 item for $30. And then when her friends book parties from her, she can get a $200 item for 30 at each of those parties. And there's two $50 awards that you can choose to incentivize your hostess with. And if you use them, you just pay $10 a piece for those. So like I might say, if you have 15 people on the live, I'll give you $50 in free jewelry. What Caitlin say? She says, I also like that your order gets processed when you place it, not when the show closes. That is such a good point, Caitlin, because if say you're the stylist and you're keeping a show open for a while and you're collecting orders for yourself, your people aren't waiting for their orders to ship. As soon as they place their orders, they process and ship. So the show could still be open, and the ladies on that who ordered on that party have already received their jewelry, but the hostess still gets the credit. So that is such a good point, Caitlin. Thank you for bringing that up. So our hostesses are spoiled, our customers are spoiled. Let's talk about what they do for the stylists. When you become a stylist, we have access to an amazing fundraiser program. You can do a fundraiser for any nonprofit, which is like a 501c3 organization, usually churches, like cancer research, dog rescues, schools, depends on your state. In our state, schools are nonprofits. Especially my kids, they go to a Christian school. That's definitely a nonprofit. When you do a fundraiser for them, Park Lane will donate 50% of the total sales to that nonprofit. And out of the other 50%, they'll pay you your commission. So you're still able to earn income while you're helping give back to these amazing causes. And I love that. We also have not one, but two luxury travel trips every year you can earn. So I've been in for a year and a half. I've already earned 4. I've only been on 2. The other 2 are still coming. We had Key West, Aruba, Kona, Hawaii is coming up, and then Cabo. And in January, they'll announce the next trip. But we're not even halfway through the trip contest we're on. So if you were to join now, you would still have a good chance of earning the Cabo trip. Can a hostess host a fundraiser? Technically, yes, but she wouldn't get hostess credit, Caitlin. So when it's a fundraiser, there's no hostess perks and there's no customer sale. Everything's like straight full price, which is fine because I mean, I would rather buy a $30, $40 bracelet at a fundraiser than a $20 roll of trash bags. But yeah, there's no hostess credit, but I do have ladies that just, have things that are, oh, you're listening through Marissa's. Sorry, I'm reading the comments from Mary. What else was I going to say? But the fundraisers, they're a great way to meet new people and to get bookings outside of your circle. We also have Rich Rewards Club, which means you can earn over $1,000 in free jewelry every month, just based off of your sales. And if you recruit people every single month, if you sell $1,000 in the first 2 weeks, and remember, I said a lot of parties make it to $1,000. I just did one of Caitlin's friends' parties, and it was over $1,000. But $1,000 in the first 2 weeks of the month gets you Rich Rewards level 1, and you get $250 in free jewelry. If you go on to sell 2,500 in the whole month, you get the designer ensemble that's going to drop the next month. You get it before it's on the website. When you sell 4,000 in a month, you get another 300 free. If 2 friends join your team, you get 300 free. If 2 more friends join your team, you get another 300 free. And guess what? Next month, you can do it all again. And if you miss level 1, that's okay. You can still do 2, 3, 4, and 5. It's not like you have to do them consecutively. Park Lane is a very incentive-based company. They're not quota-based. They want to motivate you to do what will benefit you the most. And what's so funny is we even have a Mercedes car program. And when I joined, I got this brochure in the mail and I threw it away because I was like, oh, that is only for like the top people. It's never going to be me. And like a month and a half later, I'm just chasing all the little free jewelry things. Like, oh, if I sell this, I win this bracelet. Oh, if I sell this, I get this. And then boom, I earned the Mercedes car, which you can either, they'll pay up to $700 a month on a white Mercedes lease for you. Or if you don't want the Mercedes, you can take a $500 a month cash bonus, which is what I did because I was planning to quit my full-time job and now I pay for our health insurance. So I use that $500 a month to put towards our health insurance. I also pull a fishing boat with my minivan, and that would look kind of funny going behind a Mercedes. So that would just not look right. But let's talk about how you make money, because free jewelry is wonderful, trips are wonderful, friends are wonderful, but most people are looking at a business like this because they're looking for extra income. And in Park Lane, we all earn at least 30% commission. It's where you start out when you come in as a fashion director, and you can work your way up to where you're earning 50% commission on all your personal sales. And whenever you promote a level in Park Lane, you never go backwards, which is huge because in my former company, you'd promote, and if you didn't do everything to maintain, you demoted. And that, boy, that's deflating. And in Park Lane, we always get to keep our title. We always get to keep our commission level. And if you've ever been in leadership in a former company, let's say you were either with a company that closed and you had a large team, or maybe you're even with a company now and you have a team. We have no rules about being in two different companies. We have a lot of girls on our team that sell multiple things. Park Lane will recognize your leadership experience and you can interview for a direct appoint position. So I was brought in as a senior division leader because of my former leadership experience, which is like 4 levels up. I came in already earning between 45 and 50% commission. So I love that they honor that, because I had been doing this for 18 years. And if they'd said, oh, you got to start over at the bottom, I'd have been like, no, I think I'm just going to go ahead and go sell real estate like I was originally planning. But we earn that 30 to 50% off of all of our net sales. So all the full price items, all the half price items, you earn that commission level. And you get your first promotion just by sponsoring one stylist who gets qualified. You get up to 35%. A few more girls join your team, you're up to 40%. It's not like it takes a long time to get through the ranks, which is really nice. And again, you never go backwards. When you have a team, you get paid infinitely deep. We don't have any breakaways. It's not like, oh, they're going to promote and go past you and you're never going to get paid from them again. You always get paid from your team. And you have lots of other contests. Like right now, there's some specialty bracelet. I can't even remember the name of it, that we can earn when we sell so much in the first couple weeks. And a whole bunch of girls from our team have already earned it. There's an extra special right now where when you sign up, it ends tonight. Just no pressure or anything, but it does end tonight. Where no matter which kit you get signed up with, this is not the actual bracelet. I'm going to use this as an example. We have this impression bracelet called Glow. It's set in hematite like this, but it has clear crystals like this. And it is gorgeous. I got to see it this past weekend in Aruba, and I'm sure it's probably going to end up being a style drop, and you would own it before anybody else, and you would have it to show whenever that happens. So it's probably about a $200 value, and you would get that added onto your kit. So let's talk about kits. If this is something that you've decided you think, I might want to give this a try, we have 3 different kits you can get started with. All of them come with your website for an entire year. We don't have monthly website fees or minimums. You can do as much or as little as you want. So our smaller kit is called the basic kit. It's only $99. And for $99, you get to pick out $500 worth of jewelry. And you're going to get that free glow bracelet that I can't even get. You'll have to let me borrow it. And then we have our $229 kit, which is the business kit. It's our most popular one. I think, a lot of people think, well, I want a little more than $500 worth of jewelry. But so for $229, you get to pick out $1,000 worth of jewelry. And with this kit, it also comes with a Park Lane logo tablecloth and some little travel jewelry rolls. Nothing that, you can't live without, but it's nice to have. Or our boss kit is this is surprising, is only $439. And with that kit, you get to pick out $2,000 worth of jewelry. And it does come with the tablecloth and the travel jewelry rolls, and of course, the glow bracelet. So no matter which kit you decide to do, whoever has introduced you to Park Lane, either she or her leader, if she's fairly new, one of us leaders will do your launch party for you. And usually we're able to help you make back your investment in your first 1 to 2 parties. If you do the $439, I've seen girls have $2,000-$3,000 launch parties, but I can't promise that. So I don't ever want to over promise. So that's why I like to say 1 or 2 parties. But even if you get the bigger kit, you can usually pay that off really quickly and then do some shows for your friends. You don't have to marry this forever. just decide if you like it. And then if you don't, you just stop doing shows. And it's not like you have to do anything, or you can put it down for a couple months, pick it back up. It can really be whatever you want it to be. But the nice thing about jewelry, like we said earlier, is when you wear it, people compliment you. You're going to have your own website, and you can just direct people to your website and they can order from you anytime. You can have parties as you as the hostess anytime. And it's just so much fun. So I'm going to drop our little survey link here in the comments. And if you're watching this on replay, make sure, whoops, that just went direct to Mary. Let me get that going to everyone. Or it was going to go just to Mary. I don't think I ever hit enter. There we go. You can click that link and fill it out. It's going to ask you what the keyword is. So we always have a keyword just to make sure people actually watch the video, because, you know, some people might try to just go fill out the survey every week. So let's see. Our keyword this week will be groovy. I'm wearing the groovy earrings, and it's just the first word that popped in my head. So groovy, Groovy. But then the other thing you want to do is, I would, even if you don't want to do this, even if you're thinking that's not for me, I just recommend that you have just like a 5-minute phone chat with whoever invited you and tell her what you like or what you don't like. And that way she can answer any of your questions, because you may have stuff that you're not comfortable asking me, or very specific to your situation scenarios. And she'll be happy to answer those, or I'll be happy to do a 3-way phone call with you girls and answer any questions you have. So thank you for joining me. I'm going to stop the recording and then see if anybody who is here on the live has questions that they want to ask. I'm trying to think. I covered the kits. I said the keyword. I talked about the free bracelet. There have been times I've stopped the recording before I've talked about really important stuff. So, all right. Make sure you get that survey from whoever invited you to watch this recording. Whoops, I hit the end button, not the stop button. Hold on, hold on.